to go on the record. This is cause number 2021 CR 10784 and 2021 10750. The state of Texas versus George Alejos. Attorneys, please make your announcements for the record.
Samuel Laws for the state, Your Honor.
Robert Featherston representing Mr. Alejos, Your Honor.
Mr. Alejos is appearing by video conference from the Bexar County Jail. Go ahead and tell me your full name, sir.
George Alex Alejos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Alejos, you can stay unmuted. It's not very loud back there. I'm going to show you the true bill of indictment that was filed in both of your cases. The first one is in cause number ending in 784. Can you see that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that is, in this indictment, you are charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Mr. Alejos, I'm going to mute you because it's a little loud back there. Whenever it's your turn to answer my questions, just unmute yourself, okay? The next indictment in cause number ending in 750, state on this indictment, how are we going to proceed?
The state moves to waive and abandon count 2 and proceeds solely on count 1.
Count 1 is theft of a motor vehicle, $2,500 but less than $30,000. Mr. Alejos, do you understand the two charges that you have this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
No, they tried to have me log on the computer, but
Okay, so let me start with the theft of a motor vehicle, $2,500 but less than $30,000. The range of punishment for that is a state jail felony. So it's punishable by confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, but it is for confinement in a state jail facility. Anywhere from 6 months to 2 years confinement. It also carries a possible fine of up to $10,000. On the ag assault deadly weapon, Mr. Alejos, that is a second-degree felony, and it is punishable by confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, the institutional division, for any period between 2 and 20 years confinement. It also carries a possible fine of up to $10,000. Mr. Alejos, do you understand the two different ranges of punishment that apply to the two different cases you have?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. In both of those matters, you have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to cross-examine all the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent. All of those are your constitutional rights. Do you understand those, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
When you signed the document that I have on the screen called the court admonishments and defendant waivers, what you're telling me is that you want to give up those constitutional rights. Is that what you intend to do today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your electronic signature that I'm showing you here at the bottom of this page above the words George Alejos defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
And in the state jail cause number ending in 750, is this your signature here at the bottom of the page above the words George Alejos defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you were not a citizen, I'm still required to tell you that a plea of guilty or no contest to this charge could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Mr. Alejos, are you satisfied with the representation of your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Featherston, does your client have a rational and factual understanding of the proceedings against him?
He does, Your Honor.
Has he been able to assist you in the preparation of any defenses?
He has.
In your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and enter into a plea?
He is, Your Honor.
I will accept the waiver of rights and make it part of the record. Mr. Alejos, I want to go over this plea bargain agreement. I'm going to start with the cause number ending in 750. The plea bargain calls for the prosecution to proceed on count 1 only. There is a recommendation of deferred adjudication. And State, do you want to address the number of years on this case?
Yes, Judge, I apologize. That should be 5 years deferred adjudication.
Okay. I'll correct that once we process the paperwork. So, Mr. Alejos, the recommendation is for 5 years of deferred adjudication. It will run concurrent with the ag assault. The state is going to dismiss the criminal mischief pending in misdemeanor court cause number 669505. Restitution, if there is any, will be determined and payable to the victim in 669505. There is, what is the at-sea course? Is that supposed to be the anger management course?
No, Judge, it's the anti-theft course, and there'll be restitution on this case as well as in the county court.
Okay, so restitution in all of your cases, basically. The anti-theft course, and there's also going to be a no contact order with Xavier Chamberlain, Juanita Navarro, and Altero Navarro. We're going to do a TAP evaluation and 150 hours community service. Is that your understanding of the agreement in this case, Mr. Alejos?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's go over the agreement that you made in the ag assault deadly weapon. That is also a $1,000 fine, a recommendation of deferred adjudication for a period of 8 years, same terms and conditions. Concurrent with the theft of a motor vehicle, the state will dismiss the criminal mischief. In this case, there is an affirmative finding of family violence that is being made by agreement. There is to be no harmful or injurious contact with Justin Ramirez. We're going to do a TAP evaluation and 200 hours community service. Is that your understanding of the agreement in this case, Mr. Alejos?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Featherston, in both matters, is that your understanding of the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're going to start with the cause number ending in 750. That's the state jail felony, theft of a motor vehicle, 2,500, but less than 30,000. What is your plea, Mr. Alejos? Is it guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Yes.
And let's move on to the cause number ending in 784. That's the ag assault deadly weapon. What is your plea? Is it guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
In both of these matters, are you entering a plea of guilty because you are guilty and for no other reason?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced you to enter a plea of guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone offered you anything in exchange for your plea of guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I will accept the plea of guilty in both of these cases. I do find the pleas are voluntarily made, and I will ask the state to tender its proof.
State offers 6 Exhibit 1 along with attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
In both matters, State's Exhibit 1 is admitted. Mr. Featherston, are you satisfied the state complied with Article 3914 in each of these cases?
I am, Your Honor.
I will sign the discovery acknowledgement and make it part of the record. If I could just have a few minutes so I can review the exhibits, I'll be back on the record. And I'll sign that dismissal also. Before we go back on the record, can I see the attorneys in a breakout room, please? Samuel, you're in 2, so Mr. Featherston, I'll move you to 2 and I'll meet you there.
Hey, David.
What's up?
It's good to see you today, buddy.
That's what I do, brother. Bring joy.
Gotta stick up for you, man. My partner was over here saying some stuff.
It's about time for his medication anyway, so.
Hey, Dave, there is one person, man, that is just as scarce as you are, man. That's George Falon. I see George logged on.
The difference is I actually work.
Hey, y'all, someone is talking and they're not on mute if you all want everyone to hear.
This is true, David. Yeah, he doesn't work. Yes, we know we're not on mute.
We're going to go back on the record, please. Mr. Alejos, I do find in both of these cases that the evidence is sufficient to substantiate your guilt. I will make no other findings. Mr. Alejos, I'm going to withhold sentencing. I'm not going to sentence you today because of the facts. I want to do a TAP evaluation while you're in custody. So we will have to come back in 2 weeks. I'll put you for Thursday, March 4th. That's the quickest turnaround we can get. But with this set of facts, I want to know what else is going on. So you're welcome to talk to your attorney about what that means. But in 2 weeks, we'll have the results of the TAP evaluation, and then I'll proceed to sentencing. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you need to speak to your client, Mr. Featherston, about what I'm going to do? Yes, okay. So you can